Has your DACA renewal been pending for a long time? I'm going to show you today how you can check the processing times and some tips on what you can do moving forward. So if you go to the USCIS.gov website and go to Tools and then Processing Times, you can check the processing times for all the applications. So we're choosing for DACA renewal, we're choosing the I-821's renewal, and we're choosing the Nebraska Service Center and then get processing times. So it says less than 3 months. 80% of cases are completed within less than 3 months. That means 20% of cases take longer than 3 months. Immigration does update their website regularly, so you can check while your case is pending on how this is changing. Typically lately has been saying either less than 3 months or 3 months. However, it's also important to remember that USCIS on the website, it does say that they recommend renewing 120 to 150 days, not to wait too close. I know that more recently, immigration was really fast. I would get some approvals within a week. We can't rely on that. Just because it was like that before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. That we need to go by what their website says, which is 3 months. For 80% of the cases, 20% take longer. And we need to go by the recommendation of filing 120 to 150 days before. So my recommendation would be when you get your new card, you set a reminder for yourself on your calendar app, whatever you use, for 6 months before your card expires. That will serve as a reminder for you to start getting ready, how you're going to get it prepared, these passport pictures, all that. So look down here and it says that some cases require additional review. If you submit your renewal more than 150 days before your card expires, they won't process it until it gets within that 150-day window. So if you get too eager and send it in your renewal super early, it's basically just gonna sit with immigration until it reaches that 150 days. It also says if your case has been pending more than 105 days, you can submit a case outside normal processing time service request, and you can do this right on their website. The I-821D is not listed in the menu option, so you have to use your I-765 receipt number and the info that's on that. Another useful tool on this webpage is if you keep scrolling down, it'll say, when can I ask about my case? So you put your receipt date here and it'll tell you if it's too soon or not. So for example, say I submitted my case last month and I'll put 12/15. Normally the earliest I can submit questions is March 30th. Do not contact us before this date. But say it is that 105 deadline. So as the date I'm making this video would be September 26, 2023. And so now it says you can send us questions about your case by submitting a service request online. It provides the link right there. So this is the outside normal processing times of their website. So you would go through and fill out the information on this and then submit it. It should send you an email right away with a little information number and when you should hear back. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't always hear back within the time frame it gives, and sometimes the response that they send back is not very helpful. But this is one of the things that you can do your cases outside normal processing times. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please hit subscribe so you can get more videos with immigration info. The last tip that I'm going to give you is if your case is outside normal processing time, is that you can contact your congressional representative and request their assistance. Normally, congressional representatives, they want to see that you've exhausted other efforts, so that you've done an inquiry on your own, depends on the office of the congressional representative. And you can find the contact info for your congressional representative by just Googling congressional representative, and then it should take you to a website where you input your zip code and it'll take you from there. Office operates a little bit differently. They usually have a form that they want you to email or fax to them. You're going to have to provide the info on your I-821D and I-765 receipt notices and explain to them that your case is outside normal processing time and ask for their assistance. The time that it takes for them to help you out can vary depending on how busy they are. The inquiries that I've done with my clients' congressional representatives, sometimes take about a month. Is another option you can use if USCIS has your renewal outside of normal processing times. So number one thing to do is to make sure you renew 4 to 5 months on time. I know some people don't like doing that because if you renew too soon and they process it really quickly, then you're kind of losing time, old card. But also you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have a valid work permit card, because if your employer asks for your work permit when you don't have one, they can fire you. Or if you're trying to get a new job, they're going to ask for that. And so if you don't have it on time, it'll limit your opportunities. So make sure that you renew the 4 to 5 months ahead of time. And if your case is outside of normal processing times, you can do the things that we discussed here, which was to submit an inquiry on the USCIS website and also contact a congressional representative. I hope you found this video helpful, and remember to subscribe so you can get more information. Take care.